What's up, you sons of beautiful people? Welcome back to another Nuzlocke stream. I think oh, I forgot to change my title for YouTube, except for the day. How about I call this? I'll do a little Shirley. Shirley. That'll be the title. Boom. Alright, I'm gonna make a Discord announcement real quick to say that I'm live. I'm a little annoyed because I was expecting to stream for quite a bit today, but then I remembered that there's other things that I need to do today. So this stream's gonna be a little shorter than usual. But I have stuff to do tonight, and so... Is this just the new time? I really don't like streaming in the middle of the day, but that's just kind of how things have to go. So, wham, wham, wham. There's nothing we can do about it. But, I already practiced a little bit today. I feel like I haven't had the best run since last week, but I'm hoping for something to hopefully happen this time around. I'll probably stream for about 3.5 hours, which is sort of unfortunate, but I practiced a lot of levels. I'm just going to practice this level, and then maybe like some of the fishy levels, because I think that's kind of the furthest we've gotten. Scooby's just a goofy guy. Just a goofy guy. But what's up, everybody? Yeah, I really don't like streaming at this time, but I need to at least make some kind of progress with this mod, so... Also, is this a little too loud? Maybe we'll turn it down a little bit. Yeah, thinking about it, it would be wiser if I didn't stream later today. Because I have other things I need to do, and it's just not going to work out if I stream earlier in the day. Gotta hate this level. So, I'm sorry that it didn't pan out the way that it is, but whatever. Wah! But, we're hoping to just get... What do you do? How come you're going over there? What are you doing? Shit spot. It's always something, man. Great. No, it's fine. No, I'll just soap you again. It's fine. Can I even get as high as I need to? No. It's just impossible to get. Fine. You think I'm low energy right now? If I streamed later today, it would have been horrible. That's one of the reasons why I was like, you know, I'm gonna flip-flop the things that I would have done today. Like, I'm gonna do something different. So. I got better sleep last night, but I'm not sure. So let's see what's up. Okay, now you're doing what I would expect you to do. Should have done this the other way. Yeah, I don't really like streaming in the middle of the day, so I apologize for the weird stream schedule lately, but it's just kind of how it has to work out. I think I'm also just getting sick of this mod. In all honesty, like, I think I just want to be done. Gets a little old doing this every day. What's up? There are no mods for this game other than the one you see here, basically. Like, there's a speedrun mod, and that's it. I guess, well, there was somebody who, for like a modding challenge that was like heavy iron wide, where they made like a Scooby level, but that's basically it. Nothing really much else to report. You could, maybe, but... It is nice to see so many people being interested in modding this game, though, because I think that this game has a very great gift from the BFBB community for the fact that this has a level editor. So, oh wait, I need to go over here.
Practicing, practicing.
But I don't think that'll take too long.
Practicing.
Alright. That should basically be this level done. This whole level set complete. I'm really not looking forward to Crypt 2, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not expecting to get this far in an attempt today. This is practice, I just haven't put up the thing yet. I'm just gonna practice Crypt because Gloom I really don't expect to have a problem with when I was practicing it yesterday and last night, so. Just climb up this wall. Just go with this. Maybe I'll go. I don't know. Should be everything in this level. Today's the day? I hope so. I don't know. We didn't really get that far yesterday, but we did a lot of practice and stuff. I'm sort of like editing my route a little bit, so. But, let's see. Do I have anything that's remotely close to what I want to practice? I guess I have that. Oh, well, that's not even like... I guess. Ugh, I don't like doing this in particular, but I guess this is just what we're gonna have to do. I feel like I've just died a lot to like stupid things in like fishy levels or shock. Oh, so I'll just practice those levels real quick and then we'll get started. Would you ever do a video or stream playing the Flash games? I have no clue what Scooby Flash games consist of, really. I mean, I have to I've been dying here a lot, so I need to practice it. Crabs. Very nice, Scooby-Doo. Night of 100 Frights. What's up, Penguin? How's it going? I'm glad to see you're a connoisseur of the fine arts. Man, I sure love when I soap a rat and just don't soap it. I don't know what this game does sometimes with its auto-targeting. Ugh, how obnoxious. Oh wait, I have double jump. There's gotta be some way to just like get those snacks without having to go through this whole rigmarole again. I forgot that there's snacks down by the cave, man. That's okay. Plankton! I went to community college. You would consider shock to be a cakewalk? I mean, when there's a bunch of crabs everywhere, it's frankly a little annoying, but... I mean, casually, too, like, there's all these sandwiches that I'm avoiding I could ideally pick up, so I can make much more mistakes without it being as punishing. Okay, whatever. So I don't really want to practice. Shock 1, I think I die in more than Shock 2, but... I mean, these are all basically the safest snacks you can get in the game right here. I think this is the only time Shaggy is not being chased by a villain. Actually, no, the lawnmower. But you can still die in that level, I guess. Alright. So, boom. Games from a childhood. Can't believe there's a random ass stream of it. This game has been randomly ass streamed for so long. This game has an insane speedrun community too. But right now we're playing a mod, and all the rules are listed down below in the layout. So. That should be everything for Shock. Nice. Alright, let me just practice this and then we are... I'm not gonna have a nice crab dinner. I think the crabs are annoying because they're threatening. Imagine a Frights remake. I would rather them just make a new Scooby game, honestly. If anything, I would just want, like, maybe just like an HD port or something. I don't think a remake would need to be necessary for this game. When the community get huge, around like 2020, 2021. There was another smaller kind of boom before it, but it was like around when like COVID started, a lot of speedruns sort of gained popularity. And I call it a boom, but it's not like a boom like other speed games had, or other games in general, because speedrunning is still like an incredibly niche thing. So, because I mean, I joined like the speedrunning community and stuff in June of 2020. That's when I posted my first run to a leaderboard. So. Now I would say, like, there's a different kind of community boom where there's just a lot more viewers or people interested in the game. Than ever before. But there's not, like, that many people running it, like, super ultra consistently. So. Honestly, these fishy levels aren't usually... Fishy 4, for some reason, is kind of the problem. I hate crabs. Yep, crabs are not cool. I think the environment would be better if they all died. In this game, at least. I would be fine for the mass extinction of crabs. In this game. In real life, I've never seen one, so I don't really care. Well, or at least, I've probably seen the meat in a store, but... Honestly, I don't think I would ever want a Summoning Salt video about this game. I would want a community member to actually make the video. That is what I would. You ever been to a beach? I mean, the beaches I go...
Cheese fact. Cloth-bound cheddar is aged by wrapping it in moldy muslin cloths, which gets damp, crusty, and sometimes even infested with cheese mites over time. The outside turns into a gray, hairy rind that looks like a mummified loaf.
cheese just sounds so gross in most forms. Okay, thank you, Chloe. What was I gonna say? Stop! Okay. But any beach that's by me, there's no crabs in the water. There's maybe like crawfish, or not. I guess, what would it be? I don't know what they are, shellfish or something? Because like I'm just gonna be swimming in lakes and stuff. Those are my beaches. I'm nowhere near an ocean. So, and as far as I know, there's no crabs in any of the lakes. So. And the one time I've been to an ocean beach was like back in middle school when I visited Florida. So yeah, I've never really had the opportunity to explore like the ocean. I'm not really near it, which I think is sort of rare when like considering the entire like population of the world. Like I feel like I would assume that a majority of humans live by the ocean. Especially like in a historical sense, because that makes sense. Like, water was the roadway of the world, and usually like any country would want like some kind of port for trade, and then like usually the people would probably live at those ports, and that's where like all the cities develop, is on the coast, so, or by a waterway, so. And usually that waterway is just the ocean, because the ocean is the majority of the Earth's surface. It's very interesting, really. But, what can I say? I'm very special. I don't know why, but I think this is my favorite level in the fishy docket of this challenge. It's pretty just low stakes and low key. Nothing really too challenging about it. Nothing's really in your way. It's pretty straightforward. Grew up in Maryland and love the crab and seafood. Don't eat seafood though. Fish, all friends, not food. Yeah, my mom used to cook for us when we were younger, and so we never ate seafood because she doesn't like seafood at all. The same with like in bone like meat, like steaks or chicken. We never really ate that growing up because I love steaks though, and I love crab. Like I like eating like crab ragoons or whatever, but I've never seen a living crab with my own two eyes before, I think. So, but I love steaks. Just growing up, I never really had like bone-in steak unless like I guess I ordered it from like a restaurant or I bought one myself and grilled it. Oh yeah, I'm doing this now. Okay. Dude. How does auto... God. I don't know if that strat is kind of... I mean, I guess it is sort of worth it, but it's just so annoying. I don't know why I've had such a problem with aiming in this game. It just seems very buggy. Like, it doesn't really know what it wants to do sometimes. Fuck in-bone meat. I think it generally tastes better when the bone is in, but it's also like, it makes eating an obstacle. Like, most of the time my favorite foods are foods where I don't have to think and I can just eat it and shovel it into my mouth. Easy aim. I guess, apparently, I can very easily make it super easy to aim, but this is just the vanilla default aiming thing. I could have technically made aiming way harder, but I guess I'm glad I didn't, because, I mean, it seems like it's already kind of, like, fair enough, and it's not, like, just, like, free to use most of the time. Okay. Alright. Let's just get going. Oh yeah, I don't know if anybody's in my Discord, but so I had like this running or whatever, and there's this cutscene that usually plays that might play right now, where it plays like the old Scooby Doo theme song, right? And I got that claimed in my VOD for the stream yesterday, but it got claimed by Kids Bop. And I'm like, why? Why is it claimed by Kids Bop? That makes no sense. Like, I get the original song being claimed, but why the Kids Bop? I'm like, what? So strange. It's so stupid. I think it's a little silly that, like, I feel like cover songs are like too broken. Like YouTube like prioritizes them over the actual songs for some reason. It's so weird. Bone in is annoying. I prefer without. If it was up to me, all food should be bite-sized for prime eating. If it were up to me, everything should be cooked in less time it would take to eat it. I guess there's a Kids Bop version. There's probably a Kids Bop version of everything. They probably come out with 300,000. How's the attempts going? You missed about 100? Wow. I mean, we've done a lot since then. I mean, we've beaten all the bosses, and our best is at 77%, which is like, we've 100%ed like everything on the right side of the map. We've 100%ed Manor, and we're just starting to 100% the hedge maze levels. So. So, hopefully I'll get a good attempt so that you can see what I'm doing. Hope you're doing well, Existence. I hope your existence is pleasant, Existence. I'm gonna brush my teeth. They feel kind of weird. I don't know if it's just the pop or what. It's probably the pop. Pop is really bad for your teeth. Alright. Yeah, I have no expectations for today's attempts at all. I'm still trying to stick to that, like, philosophy, so then I don't get, like, too annoyed and stuff. I really wish I was playing as well as I was on Thursday and Friday last week, so. Listening to pop music ruins my teeth. Yeah, and drinking pop just, like, makes my ears bleed. It's so bad. New emotes by what? Oh, there we go. We finally see the moody one. It just took 24 hours for the stream to refresh. Alright, surely we won't mess up this trick. We didn't. What a surprise! I actually did it! Holy shit, dude. It is kind of weird to think about it too, but like by the time I 100% hedge after 100%ing everything else, I'll be at like in the 90 percentile. Like that's kind of crazy. I don't know if percentile is the right word there, I'm gonna be honest, but like Like, I'll have 90% as my best, like around 90%. Isn't that crazy? It's nice to know that I've at least practiced at 90% of the game. Now actually doing it in a run. Wait, what? What, Mortal? What? What? You got me a little scared here. That doesn't mean... No. I'm probably gonna die to something else. And this gate clip is a joke now. Now that I know the strat of actually not spamming the pause button as fast as I was, like, I just clipped through it so fast. And now that I say this out loud, I bet it won't work later. But that was like a joke. That pause thing was a joke. It might just be... It's probably an emulator thing, but, like... If that's how it also is on console, that'd just be really funny. It'd make no sense, but... The gooning gate, it's like nobody has time anymore. We're in such a rush to goon that nobody has time at the gate anymore. The gates are a safe space, though. Listen, in order to grow in life, sometimes you just have to, like, get a little uncomfortable, you know? It's just kind of how it has to be. Boop. So fast. I'm a world record clipper. I was gonna say something else, but my lawyers have decided against it. I have a little earpiece in this ear telling me the things I'm illegally allowed to say. It's like real-time censorship. It's great. I love censorship. It protects me from evils and harms. I trust my government. My government knows what's best for me. I will listen to my government. Anyway, back to Scooby Doo Night of 100 Frights. I like Leith Hedger, the guy who played the new Joker. I did not hit her. I did not. Whatever happened to that actor? I love the government. The government knows what's best. Can you get over here, you stupid bitch? You stupid fish, bitch. You bitch. I don't see shit. Gamba? Could have gone, but I'll wait. Gamma? Radiation. I sure love my radiation. I'll remember. I love this level. Yeah, that level's pretty loud. I guess I could have fixed that in this mod, but I didn't. So, oh well. Boom! Make it louder. I could have probably also done that. I could have. Heath Ledger died? No. I'm not talking about Heath Ledger. I'm talking about Leith Hedger. That's somebody else. I don't know who Heath Ledger is. That guy sounds like a terrible actor. No, I'm not. Oh, wait. No, I'm talking about, who's the guy who's like, I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Like, that's not Leaf Hedger. Only believers here today. We call that, this is like church right now. We bless up, you know? We believe. Luke Skywalker's dead? Technically, yes. If you watched episode 8. I don't know what that guy's name is. I just know him as that guy. One doubter? Well, they were right. Cool. I don't know why that is becoming a reoccurring mistake, but it's frankly annoying. Congrats, doubter. We went from attacking him to actually getting a payout from that guy. I don't know. That is like the 3rd time I've died to that guy, and I don't know why that is continuing to be a mistake. It's frankly very annoying, and I wonder at this point if I should just jump over that guy, but at the same time, I shouldn't just be messing that up. Ugh. See, this is what I'm not... This is what really... It really just tears down my motivation with this mod, is like... I should not be making mistakes like that, man. Like, that is something I should not be doing anymore. Like, I've gotten so far into this mod, I just feel like that mistakes this early on should just not even be acceptable. So... And it just, it's very demotivating. Especially when it's like mistakes I've never made before. It's rough. It's rough. Places allowed to keep out. Imagine the editing of this video for this. I mean, it's probably going to be roughly the same amount of editing as the Wii Fit video. Technically, I have more footage to go through in this mod because even though this is like day 26, I mean, I only streamed for an hour and a half when I did the Wii Fit video stuff, and these are usually like 4-hour streams. Granted, though, most of the footage is practically worthless. When you're a dog, life is pretty rough. Get this son of a bitch out of my sight. Come on. Mod, send him to the dungeon. What's up, Combat? How's it going? I'm alright. I'm feeling low energy today and yesterday. So hopefully won't be too bad. Yep, go to the dungeon. Bye-bye. Several thousand points to Gamba. I'm dedicated. I think that's called addiction. I guess an addiction is a form of dedication. When I finish a run, you should make a compilation of all the run attempts thus far. I think I'd rather just make like a compilation of like deaths or something when I've... Because once I beat a run, like I'm never playing this mod again, guys. I'm sorry. Like there's nothing else to do in this mod other than beat it. Like there's no other real secrets or anything in terms of like that. So... Oh, okay. Then, yeah, I might do that. I don't know. Do I really want to go through 200 and something odd ends, like, of all the attempts? Like, I don't know. That seems like quite a bit of work. Yeah, I'm never playing this mod again. Oh, you're all good, CJ. Hey Ryan, how's it going? Hey, it's me, Ryan in Theory from twitch.tv/Ryan in Theory. Honestly, I approve. Hey, did anybody see the Wait, I don't think we talked about this on stream yet. Did anybody see the Donkey Kong thing earlier today? Thank you. I'm sure I sounded just like it. I want it now! It looks really fun. I don't think I would still go and buy a Switch 2 next month or anything like that, but like, if I ever get a Switch 2, I'd probably get it. But we will be there. Wow, I almost clicked through that. Honestly, the Donkey Kong game looks even better than the Mario Kart game, which is crazy because I like Mario Kart way more than I like Donkey Kong as a franchise. It's okay, Henry. I'm sure you just escaped, but it's fine. Apparently you can, like, play it on the Switch 1, which I was not expecting, but you can actually play that game on the Switch 1. It said that in the thing. I think this mod could be a new speedrun category. I mean, it could be like a meme thing if people really want to speedrun this. I don't know if people would ever want to. I am curious if anybody would ever beat the mod after me, or if somebody is like about to beat the mod before me and they just haven't like said anything. Oh, you can't, like, play it on a Switch 1? I guess I didn't understand that part. There we go. Ugh. It is sort of punishment %. Oh, okay. Okay, that is the one thing about that game that looks just like dog doo-doo. Is the co-op mode just looks so dumb. It's kind of weird. Yeah, put it away, guys. Yeah, they're just waiting at the final boss. Maybe. I don't know. Do you wear wigs? Would you wear wigs? Maybe. Yeah, the co-op mode just looks like dog doo-doo. Like, it looks like if I were player 2, like, I would hate myself. I feel like Pauline doesn't really do that much, and I wonder if they just purposefully didn't show that. Because to my knowledge, wait, what? Her name's Pauline, right? Not Paulette, Pauline. Pauline, right? Like, as far as I know, that was a shock to me to see her in the game, right? Like, I'm not the only one who was shocked by that. Was that like a leaked thing? I mean, this is true, Mortal. And it seems like that this game is heavily influenced by Odyssey. But it's influenced in a good way. It's like, it's not like a carbon copy of Odyssey. Polly from The Sopranos, really? Oh my god, Tony Soprano's just like the final boss or whatever. That'd be awesome. It seems like they have a lot of like cool references to like the old Donkey Kong games though. Like the arcade and country. It's pretty cool. Gabagoo. But, I mean, everything else about that game seems like really cool. Have I ever beat the game 100%? Like, vanilla? Like, without this mod? Yeah, I've beaten this game 100%. I don't know what place I am in the speedrun anymore, though. I assume I'm, like, 5th? Maybe? 5th or 4th? But I don't know. Okay, that's kind of a bad spot for the fish to... I'm going to harbor a guess that you will move. Yeah, this is actually... I've never played this game before. beat this game 4 times, and you're 4 times 100%. 100% the game is honestly like quite a bit of work. It's not. It's thankfully not as like hundoing this game could have been a lot worse, but like usually what trips people up is just the fact that there's like a lot of sneaky snack placements. But otherwise, like the other hundo requirement being like monster tokens is pretty easy to do. Same with all the items too. It's kind of interesting how even outside of the speedrunning context, this game like doesn't require you to get all the items. It's kind of interesting. It's just very helpful if you kind of do. And to be fair, the only items you really can skip is like the Black Knight helmet, I guess. Or the lampshade and slippers. But usually people get the lampshade and slippers because they just see that mounts and they're like, oh, I want to talk to this guy. The creepy one... Wait. Oh yeah, that's snack and creepy one. Yeah. I thought you were talking about the item in creepy 3. Yeah. We love it. What's up, Rockstar? How's it going? You don't need to call me Papa. No. Not necessary. The one before the 850 gate, though, is sneaky, but not, like, dangerously sneaky, I guess. But that is sort of, like, an odd one. The other sneaky one is in Mine 3, where it's, like, probably intended for you to gum or soap a ghost and get the snack that way. And the only way you can really figure out where that snack is based on the drop shadow, which is very not obvious. The Mastermind boss fight room doesn't have snacks, but maybe you're talking about the shark room before it. What's up, Fox? How's it going? You don't need to call me Unkita. There. Cool. But I think the wreck on the deck levels, yeah, they're probably hard in your first playthrough. I have such a warped perception of what levels are hard now because of the fact I've just played this game for so long. Like, I'm honestly, a lot of the mistakes I've made lately is because of depth perception, but honestly, like, most of the time I understand this game's depth perception. Yeah, I guess 2 is still pretty annoying. Although, I think currently, I think it's annoying just because the sandwiches kill me in this game. Ooh. Yeah, it's storming outside for me right now, so I hope I don't lose power or anything like that, but that'd be the funniest way to lose an attempt. So... I doubt I'd lose power, though. I don't think it's a very serious thunderstorm or anything. You might see, like, poor internet connection, though. I do only have... I had 1 bar for a sec on my computer. Surely one day I'll have an Ethernet cable that connects to my router, Copium. Mods cut his power. Am I local recording? No. Now I am. Honestly, I don't even know if I have enough storage to, like, local record as much as I should. I probably do, though. Honestly, it's such a bitch local recording, I'm not gonna lie. Because each VOD takes up like 12 gigs, and then it's like... It's like, God, it's so annoying. And it's honestly like usually worthless footage. Or it's like nothing even happened. There was no PB or anything like that. I did message that I'm streaming. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Fox. I think that is... That might honestly be, if it is as good as it is advertised, then that might honestly be one of the best Nintendo games that they have released in a long time. A lot of people are saying Game of the Year, yeah. Game of the Day. Game of the Decade. It's really, it's very, like, surprising that, like, that series is getting a lot of love in that, like, in that game. Like, I wonder if the success of that game, and maybe it's just because it's sort of tied into, like, Mario, right? So, like, they're very confident in their property of Mario, and they really respect and, like, want it to be good. So maybe that's just the natural progression, but I hope they, like, do that much work with other properties that they've kind of neglected for the past little while. It does seem like a prequel, given by how young Pauline is. Like, she's like a kid or whatever. But I'm gonna be very confused by that game's story, though. I have a feeling that game's story is going to be stupid. Or not stupid, but just, like, who cares, really? Like, I don't think anybody's really caring about what the game's story is, as long as it's just, like, simple enough. It's gonna be stupid or fire. Because, like, the way that it's presented in the Direct, it's like, I have this special power, and it's like, what is the special power? Like, singing? Like, okay, like, we don't even see, is your special power you can be a mayor of a town? Like, it's not like we see grown-up Pauline or whatever, like, go, like, Super Saiyan or something, you know? Like, I don't know. I find it interesting that there is, like, honestly, it's like, I like how the basic premise is almost like Undertale in the sense that, like, oh, I'm a human and all the monsters are down below, but, like, I need to go back up to the surface. The special powers being a woman. True. There aren't that many women down in the underground, I suppose. The training arc with Shaggy would go hard. But otherwise, like, the speedruns of that game are gonna look insane. Like, the movement is already gonna look peak. But, like, you can break everything in that game. And then you can, like, build things. You can, like, use the terrain to move around in so many different ways. You can, like, use it to surf. You can use it to fly around. Like, you have, like, these special abilities that strengthen you. Like, it's insane. Like, the game casually is just gonna be fire, but, like, speedruns of that game are gonna be beautiful. I can already tell. Even if there aren't, like, game-breaking glitches like there could be in, like, Breath of the Wild or something, which I assume that there probably will be. I assume there will be a lot of attention on that game from, like, glitch hunters and stuff like that, but, the movement looks really good. I think the movement looks really good. I'm glad that it isn't, like, I feel like it's not, like, I was expecting the movement to be a little too similar to Odyssey, but I don't think it is at all. Like, it feels like something, it feels similar to, but not a carbon copy, which I can respect. Honestly, I kind of like the fact that, I mean, I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom, so, like, I don't really know, but I dig the fact that, like, Nintendo's, like, at a point now where they can start, like, reusing things from previous games, so then they can focus on, like, other details or other mechanics and things like that, and, like, add on to it. It's sort of like how this game in BFBB worked, where it's like the devs, like, made this game, and then they were able to just take the assets and, like, engine from this game to continue to make good games like BFBB or Movie or whatever. So, it's cool to see that with, like, Zelda. It's cool to see that, because then it's like, yeah, it still takes a lot of those time for those games to be made, but then it's like you can focus on other aspects than just, like, trying to build it from the ground up, you know what I mean? Like, you can focus, like, I feel like that the Donkey Kong game is so expressive. I've seen it with, like, Mario Wonder was, like, the first Nintendo game where I was like, wow, this game is so expressive. And I feel like that if they had to build shit from the ground up, like, it wouldn't, like, that cool detail wouldn't be in there. They just need to feel less subtle about it now. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I'm fine with it, honestly. I think it makes for a better game if they kind of lean into it more. But I don't know. That's just me. I mean, I guess... yeah. I guess that's a good way to put it. They have done it for a while. It's just like... yeah, I like the new art direction, too. Like, when they... the thing is, though, is, like, when they showed Donkey Kong in the Mario Kart world, like, when they were, like, just showing off the Switch 2, and they showed Donkey Kong in Mario Kart World, I was like... I don't like how he looks. But now that we've seen him, like, in the new game... it's like, oh, he actually looks pretty cool. I actually really like this new Donkey Kong art style. It's still such a bummer that I love Mario Wonder. Like, if I were to ever, like, make another sequelitis-esque video, it would either be about Sonic or it would be about Mario. Like, I would love to compare Mario Wonder and Super Mario World, because in my opinion, Super Mario World is, like, the best Mario game of all time. Super Mario World, in my opinion, it's a tough statement to make, though, because I haven't played every single Mario game, and I don't really feel like it's fair to compare the 3D Mario games to the 2D Mario games, because they're kind of different. They're different styles of playing. Like, they're both platformers, but there's different, like... I haven't finished Wonder yet, man. See, this is, like, the sad thing about me right now, is that like, this is the only context I ever play video games in now, and that's just to, like, do a YouTube video, or like, do a speedrun or whatever. I find it very difficult for me to be able to play games for fun without feeling, like, guilty or something. So... I loved every moment I've played of Wonder, but I'm just like... I don't know. I feel like calling me Unk doesn't even make sense here. I don't think it makes sense. How does this make me Unk? Phone decisions? I mean, that's fair, but like... I don't know. I guess... I don't know. For some reason, that doesn't bother me that much in the sense of, like, how I enjoy a game, I guess. Maybe that's, like, a bigger conversation would be to be, like, how the community of a game enjoys its game. But... oh, weird. I've never had this music glitch in the boss fight. I got like a funky beat to it. It's kind of weird though. It's hard to hear. Alright, I'm assuming you're gonna go all the way to the right, but I don't have time to hit the button anymore. Bummer. Alright, we're gonna go in the middle. Now you're gonna go to the right. 'Cause you're a bitch. Now you're gonna go all the way to the left, based on the way that you were moving. Oh, hey, never mind. I really thought he was gonna go all the way to the left. Oh, I can't do that. Will you go to the side? Nice. Bye bye. Cheers, I'll drink.
Good job, Scooby.
I'm too old for new video games? That's not what I said at all. No. I don't think it has anything to do with my age. I think it has to do with my mentality. I don't know. I feel guilty about it. I'm one of those people where if I'm not like... I honestly, it's a very bad mindset. I don't think anybody should have it or feel like they need to have this kind of mindset to be successful. But like, I feel like if I'm not doing anything productive, like what I consider productive, then I just feel guilty. Like I feel like I'm wasting my time. Or like I'm spending my time hoarding. And that's not cool. Arrgh. Alright. Finally here after an hour of streaming. What's up, Sapphire? Here's some time for Redbeard.
See if you can get me
From
down.
my experience against games firsthand, but I don't want to just encourage crappy behaviors from companies who are clearly money grabbing. I mean, I don't know. I can't speak on that. I don't know or understand the full situation in regards to Nintendo's policies in terms of like the increasing game price. Come back. I don't know, if you tried to boycott every single company, then like you would probably just have to be a farmer. Because I feel like every company's got some dirt on them, you know? That's just the unfortunate situation, the unfortunate world that we live in. What's up, Shy? Thanks for the good luck. Shy, when are you gonna speedrun Unmasked? That's the real question I want to ask her. Come back. Damn, you're gonna run the gauntlet and Neopets? And digital. Damn. That's some commitment right there. Well, I guess that means you're never running Unmasked. God damn it. Come on. Just out of curiosity, like, I mean, I assume the any percent in that game is, like, pretty, optimized, but, like, how optimized are all the other categories in that game? Oh, wow. Damn, okay, shit. She said, I'm coming for you guys next. That's not what I want. I want my silver trophy. I'm the best at becoming second place in the speedrun game, or the games I speedrun. I'm really good at getting second. First place? I've had some moments. Wake me up. Oh wait, I need this. Wake me up inside. Wake up. I feel like a shepherd. This is my flock of moody ghosts. That's what I thought. Listen, if anything, Unmasked is the sleeper hit. I think most people that speedrun anything though, like especially like I just see it in Fred's, is they run it once or twice and they get the time that they want and they go, which is fine. Mystery Mayhem is not a sleeper hit. Mystery Mayhem is just asleep. I need to fix my glasses. They're gonna. Mystery Mayhem has one cool moment, and it's like the second world. Mystery Mayhem who? Who's watching who sounds like a more interesting speedrun than Mystery Mayhem is. But up. Guys, I love Mystery Mayhem. Mystery Mayhem is so cool. Oh wait, this is very interesting because Mortal, you love Creep Capers, and Ryan is like, what? I remember talking to Ryan about this. Classic. Button mashing speed effects are time. Jesus. I can't play N64 Creep Capers. I think Mortal has been hypnotized by Mario 64 and just thinks that bad controls are really great controls. And cameras. That is an insane statement to make. That can't be true. I haven't even played the game and I know that can't be true. Mortal, make your case. Why is Classic Creep Capers on the N64 the second best Scooby game? I have crippling depression. Good credit, no credit. Or wait, how does it? Good credit, bad credit, no problems. Am I dead? Fuck it. Ghost credit. I'm gonna go Subaru. Bitch. It's like the Smash stage where the... I don't know what that Smash stage. Oh, wait, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. That's a really funny comparison to make, right? Yeah, it's like that. That's that Pokemon stage, yeah. It's fun when you actually solve a mystery and then there's a cool chase sequence to every level. Where you have to make a smart route. Alright, Ryan, rebuttal to this? If there is one. Yeah. Okay, that control scheme, dude, Mortal, you're just brainwashed. You're brainwashed from Mario 64. If you play a game enough, then the controls are great. Does that make them good, though? I don't know. This just sounds like huge cope. I played Mario 64, but I've done like very minimal playing of it. Like I've played like Bob-omb Battlefield and like the Thwomp's Fortress or whatever, and then I'm like, this is stupid, I'm done. This game controls like shit. Ocarina of Time has better controls. Oh wait, Ryan hasn't even beaten the game? Oh, I thought Ryan had beaten the game. Listen, I think a game fails when after the first level you're like, I don't really like it. Like, don't you think that's a reasonable enough amount of time? When do you guys think it's a reasonable enough amount of time to say that I don't like this game? Like, should you be required to beat a game to say that it is bad? Like, what do we think about that? That's an interesting topic. watching Mortal. I'm in chat with him. I wouldn't be too happy about being in chat with Mortal now at this point. I'm just goofing with you. Be at least the first level. Okay. So, like, do you think that if somebody finds a game unplayable by the first level, like, would you respect their opinion, or do you think they're just trash? I personally am not a fan of a game where you need to... Dude. It's the second time I've ever done that. I stayed in the spot, right? Like, was that the Moody Ghost? I was reading chat because I just assumed I was fine. Wait, what happened? I didn't even see what happened because I was reading chat. I just assumed I was fine. Okay. Unlucky, then I guess I was just unlucky. Well, I guess I'm glad that I guess I'm glad that happened then and not later. I'm dead inside, guys. I don't know what to tell you. At this point, I'm never surprised by a death in a Scooby game, or in this mod at this point. I've crashed out so much that, like... Oh, that sucks. When was the last time I even died to Redbeard? Like, it's been a while since I've died to that boss fight. I don't even remember the last time I died to that boss fight. I'm not even gonna ego it and be biased. It'll be a fresh take. I respect that, Ryan. I respect that. See, I am personally... Don Nuts, my beloved. I am personally... Oh, is that the clip? I mean, I guess I'll take a look at it after this level. I don't think I've ever... I feel like the trigger makes it impossible for you to not wake up that caveman. I didn't know they... I guess there should be an impersonator for probably everybody, huh? Okay. Yeah, huh. That's just unfortunate. Honestly, if I was looking at the screen, I don't even know if I could have avoided that Moody Ghost. It was just barely away from me. Barely. Running around an event. Dukes of Hazzard and OG Hulk. Huh. The day I meet a Coley impersonator is the day I'll probably just end it all. I don't know why. I like impersonators to some extent, but it kind of freaks me out. For some reason. Especially impersonators where they like dress up and look like the person. Yeah, what if Don Knotts isn't actually dead? If there's a Scooby Coilet impersonator, I would probably just end it all with them. Frankly. That'd be a crazy character arc for Don Knotts to fake his own death. Yeah, I think Don Knotts died, like, just before this game got released. People have lived to 110 before. Isn't Dick Van Dyke about to be, like, 99 or something? Oh, did he? Then I'm totally wrong. Stupid. Actually, guys, I think he died in Pearl Harbor. I think he died in 9/11. All right, see you, Combat. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, it was 2006. So never mind. I'm stupid as hell. That was so late. Oh, but I did it. Cool. I'm fine with that. Probably barely alive, but whatever. I'd assume not shy. I mean, he probably was like in basically retirement. Probably just doing it for fun. You know. How old was he when he died? I don't know what year he was born. I would take a guess and say he was probably in his 70s or something. Honestly, I feel like Don Knotts isn't really that big name of an actor. I mean, I feel like if you could get like most of the originals, like, I don't know. I mean, honestly, the only thing I know that he did besides Scooby is Three's Company. And that was like back in the 70s or whatever. Tim Curry, I'm more surprised at than Don Knotts. There we go. Dude, if I don't try, I actually get it more. Yeah, and I mean, like, Witch's Ghost, I guess I get more of how they could pull that because it's like an actual film. That's right, yeah. I don't really know that much about Andy Griffith. I should watch more of Three's Company, though. Three's Company is a good show. Come on, knock on our door. He was waiting for you. Three's Company too. It's a good. It's got Clifford the Big Red Dog in it. Waiting. Why is the Kirby thing waiting? We'll be waiting for you. I don't know what the lyrics are afterwards. I used to have this. My parents had this CD of like old '70s shows, like theme songs, and for some reason I liked going to bed to it when I was younger. And that was one of the theme songs. I also like the Partridge Family one. The one that's like, "Hello World" is the song that we're singing. Come on, get happy. Ba, ba, ba. Whole lot of loving is what we'll be bringing. Happy. Three's Company is a pretty good show. It's kind of a weird premise to a show now because like living, like, rooming with girls if you're the opposite sex. Alright, well, just, like, being a roommate of the opposite sex isn't really that big of a deal anymore. Like, back then, it was like, oh my god. Yeah. I didn't know he was in Buffy, though. But Partridge Family couldn't actually sing. Ah, who cares? I thought the oldest daughter was like, I had like kind of a crush on her when I was younger watching that show. Which is kind of weird now in retrospect because like in reality technically that lady was probably like 50 or 60 years old, but I like Partridge. No, I kind of like the Monkees more than Partridge Family. I I think I would say it. Honestly, my favorite show from like that, I don't know if, actually I don't know if it's from the same era or not, admittedly. But Gilligan's Island, I think I like, that's like my favorite older show of all time. Gilligan's Island is super fun. Very funny, interesting concept, great cast. That's interesting, though. I wonder why there was so much networking there. I wonder if there was like a similar producer or just the casting director was the same or what. It seems like a very odd thread considering they don't seem related to each other that much at all. You know, it's really funny that, like I'm 22 years old, and based on my looks, people think I'm a lot older. But it's really funny because I am so more knowledgeable in, like, media and stuff from, like, the 60s and 70s than I am about media today, which is what I should probably know more. Like, Jennifer Lopez could walk down the street. I don't know what Jennifer Lopez looks like. I'm 22, yeah. I'm gonna be 23 in September. I have no idea. But yeah, I'm 22. How old did you think I was? That's not that bad. So many people are older than me, it's ridiculous. Like, who cares? So many people are younger than me, too. No. I'm a baby. I don't really think I'm that much of a baby. You thought I was 31? Damn. I don't know if I should be offended or not, but I'm that much older. Good luck on 22, thanks. It's almost over. I would say my 22nd year so far has been better than my 21st, so. Yeah, Mortal Shot. How old are you, Mortal, now? Like 20 or 19 or something? You seem like I got my shit together? I wish I had my shit together. Just out of general... just out of curiosity, what makes you think I have my shit together? I mean, I'm living with my folks right now. I would really love for my career to take off and I could be on my own. But I'm not gonna, like, stress out over it. There's no point in that. I'm like, I am kind of an old man disguised as a young boy. Maybe my insecurity talking back from most people who've been in college are doing better than me. I strongly disagree. I think most people in college right now, I feel like most people in my age range aren't doing the best, and it's usually because it's their own fault, which is kind of a hot take, but sometimes it's not true. Everybody's different. But I honestly wish I was 30, though. I've said that to people, and people think I'm crazy, but I wish I was 30. I want the life experience to just happen already. I want the life experience to happen. I feel like by 30, I'll just know everything I want. Like, I feel like a lot of people say that like your 20s or college or even high school, it's like those are the best years of your life. And I'm like, I sure hope not. If those are the best years of my life, then life's gonna be rough. I probably will, but I don't really care. I'm hoping by the time I'm 50, I'm much more content with life that I don't need to be living in the past so much. I'm hoping that the only reason why I'd want to be 22 again is just to have a better body. Yeah. And oftentimes in life, there's so many, like, weird little niche, nuanced things that you need to know because, like... Also, like, a lot of decisions you make in your 20s can be pretty expounding. Like, there's a pretty big difference, like, if I don't start saving up for retirement right now compared to, like, when I do when I'm 30. Like, it's not like anything would be, like, terrible and I would never retire if I started saving at 30, but it would be quite the disadvantage if I didn't. And it's weird. I hope so. It probably just depends on your situation, though, if it's better or worse. It's a lot of uncertainty in at least the 20s that I've lived through so far. Yeah. I would say the best year of my life was probably 2018, and I don't want that to be forever. You know, like, I hope by 2028 I've had a better year than that. So. Worked with the others, taught me a lot, including aging is a privilege. Yeah, I mean, some classmates, or not classmates, but, like, some people I know who were my age, like, they're already dead, you know? It's pretty crazy. Honestly, I think one of the ways to, like, prevent yourself from slowing down too much or anything like that is just, like, keeping it up. Like, my grandma was a nurse, and then when she retired, there was just, and especially, like, COVID happened, basically, she retired right before the pandemic happened, and then when the pandemic happened, she was like, I want to go back to work, and we were like, no. But, like, the moment she stopped working and being active and going around, like, that's when her dementia really started up, and, like, a whole bunch of other health problems started happening for her because of that. So, you gotta be doing something still. Like, my grandparents right now, if there's not company over, all they're doing is watching TV all day. And going to doctors, I guess. Go to a lot of doctors. But... yeah, I mean, also, it's like... I don't really know if, like, your brain fully developed at 25. Like, I don't know if that's necessarily the reason why, but I think it's also just, like, pushing through, like, uncomfortableness or things that make you uneasy or to change and things like that. You just become more confident or more tolerant. Or both. Yeah, and I really hate that. Like, if I ever became a teacher, like, my goal would to be doing a lot of cool stuff in my 20s and 30s, and then I would, like, love to go back to my old high school and teach. Like, I would love to, like, teach, like, media, or at least, like, video editing or something like that at my high school, or even just, like, English. Some kind of, like, humanities-esque thing. But, like... I don't know, like, I would definitely try and, like, emphasize that to people. I would love to make a curriculum about just, like, being able to teach yourself things as well, and all sorts of stuff. So, I don't know. I get why people are very, like, antsy or insecure about, like, age stuff. Same with weight, but honestly, like, I don't really care. I feel like it's nothing really to stress about. Like, everybody ages, like... It's chill. But I get it. I get it. I think it is honestly insane that 18 is considered being an adult. That just seems like, where does that come from? That just seems like such an arbitrary age Like, why not 20? Why not? How about, like, actually, like, 25? Like, that's when you get booted off of, like, insurance if you're still on your parents or anything like that. Yeah, that's a fair analysis, I suppose. That's a fair way to look at it. It's so strange. Like, I don't know why. I don't know if it has to do with, like, drafting. I don't know. What's up, Pat? How's it going? Thanks for the good luck. Hope you're doing well. Surely. This is my second time being here, so... I died to Redbeard, which I haven't done in a while. Although I died to something very odd, so... I'm gonna kick ass and chew bubblegum. I'm gonna chew ass and kick bubblegum. I'm all out of gum. I'm here to kick gum and chew ass. Dick kick 'em. Yep. We're totally chewing some ass here. I'm chewing ass like it's like I'm testing for gold, you know? That might hurt though if I use my teeth. Can't believe you thought I was 31 though. Is it the beard? Like, what the? I'm shocked by that. Usually people, when they guess my age, they're usually about like 2 years over. 2 or 3. Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, I wish I didn't have a beard, but at this point, like, it has my little gobble neck a little bit. I don't think I have a more recent photo of me without a beard. Last time I clean shaved was like 2 years ago. I wish I could grow out my cheeks, but I can't. So I just shave my cheeks and trim the rest. And I don't really have the best line down here in the world. I remember, like, talking to girls in theater, and they'd be like, what is it like to shave your face? And I'm like, it's just the same as shaving other parts of your body, basically. Except your skin's a little more sensitive, I suppose, in your face than, like, your arm or leg. And they were like, no, like, that's not the same. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Go shave your face then and find out for yourself, you know? It's so weird how different I look compared to when I was in high school. In high school, I didn't have glasses or a beard, and now I have both of those things. Okay, thanks, Ringo. Very cool. Cool, we love it. Great. Your baby face and people think you're a lot younger than I am. I mean, that's fair. I mean, as long as you're not bothered by it, then, like, whatever. I'm usually not bothered by the fact that people think I look older. Honestly, I usually enjoy that because I'm usually friends with people who are a lot older than me. Like, when I was, like, in middle school, I was usually... Because, like, in middle school, I went to a K-12 school. And, like, in middle school, I'd be hanging out with, like, the seniors and stuff. Mainly just because of theater, but yeah. It just means you'll be always youthful. Also, fuck you, Gringos. This is the worst Gringos. Well, I could see that coming. Lois, I'm coming. Hurry. Nice. That had to be barely on time. Okay. Oh, well, it worked out.
Good job.
Alright, well,
Scooby.
we're basically back to where we almost were. Are we on phase 7 of Aiden Redbeard? So we'll probably get back to that pretty quick. Oh, man. Oops. I don't use Zoomer speak. What is Zoomer speak? Is that like using like what words? Now I can't even think of them. Is that like saying like base or cringe or mid, or is it deeper than that? I think it's also because like I've never used TikTok, so I'm probably just completely out of that entire like culture space. I mean, I've used the term brain rot. I've never used Ohio Rizzler though. Skippity toilet. Scooby-Doo toilet. Yeah, Mortal's speaking like a different language right now. I don't even know what any of that means. Do people really talk like that though? Or is that just for the memes? Like, come on. Like, do people actually talk like that? It's reasons like this why I don't like generations, because I feel like the younger part of Gen Z I just have no relation to. There's no difference between memes and reality anymore. Ugh, that's not good.
Ready.
That is not good at all.
See if you can get me down.
Oh, that was quick. You're like Gen Z technically, but you probably might relate to late millennials more, I guess. I mean, I'm 2002, so... That's right, I was not around in 9/11. Those Twin Towers were long gone by the time I came around. People were still freaked out, though. Or so I've been told. Oh, wait, really? That's crazy. Is your brother's birthday just sad? Like, do you guys just cry on his birthday? Am I old? Yes. I remember back when 9/11 happened and I was in elementary school. And we had all the people go out into the TV room. You want to talk about 9/11? I'm not going to say anything more. That's respectable. And I will not joke about anything related to the disaster that happened in New York City. Yeah, it's like 97 or 98, and it's like, I don't know. I've talked about this a bajillion million times on stream before, but I think generations are super stupid. Generations only make more sense when you're like super far in the future. That is such a British mistake, Mortal. That's so funny. Yeah, fair enough. I guess if I was 11, I'd probably be a little upset too. That's like if I was gonna have a birthday party and then everything got locked down during COVID. Happy birthday, son. The world is ending. The United States is under attack. Now let's go to war in Iraq. Dad, why are we going to a war in Iraq if Osama bin Laden isn't even... Shut up. We're going to Iraq. Imagine like an 11-year-old actually knows that much of the world events to be like, wait, shouldn't we be voting? Shouldn't Congress make a more unified decision on going to war and like look and see where the group? Nope. You gotta remember, anybody who doesn't want to go to war is gay. I want to go to war. Oh yeah, I want to go to war too. It's a funny Family Guy funny moment number 17, Burger King foot lettuce. See, now I'm talking like a zoomer. I'm talking like a zoomer now, right guys? Right? Guys, do I fit in? There's no way that's 10 years old. Is that actually 10 years old? Burger King foot lettuce is that old? That's insane. No way. That's crazy. I guess that makes sense. Like 10 years ago, I was in like 8th grade. Actually, 10 years ago, I was finishing 7th grade. I was going into 8th grade. Dude, my nose is super itchy right now. There we go. I wonder how many bugs have flown in my nose. Without my knowledge. Not to put that idea in people's heads, but... You ever think about that? How many bugs do you think you've eaten before accidentally? Like you're just eating outside and the fruit fly like lands in here. It's a watermelon and then you just eat it. You don't know it. Imagine how many spiders you've eaten. In your sleep and you're snoring. I can remember just crawling around. I'm sure people with it is extra protein, true. I hope a bunch of crickets have fallen into my mouth when I'm sleeping. I think they're very high in protein. I just bathed my brother's kitten. Ew. I think I'm actually fine, I think I'm actually good. What's up? I feel like everything you've talked about with your cats just makes me... It just confirms to me that I don't think I'd ever want a cat. Like, you're not bringing up a really good case for cats right now. Like, you... And I know that every cat's different, whatever, but, like... If I had your cats, I'd probably explode. Like... Your cats sound like imps. They sound like the devil. This is the kitten that your brother just adopted, right? Like little aliens. Isn't it ironic that a dog likes to swim in like a pool or a really dirty lake or something, but then when it's bath time they just hate it? I wonder why they don't like it. Maybe because they just don't like the smell of the soap, or maybe like irritates their eyes or something. Bathe them in the sink. That makes sense. It's probably very tiny. Very small. It's like Horton Hears at home. Very unnecessary play I just did. do that strap. Man, I'm unintentionally just naturally kind of locked in, I'm not gonna lie. Let's actually not miss the rope this time. Want to hear a fun story? You have intrigued me. Tell me a fun story. Amuse me! I am alive somehow. It's a Christmas miracle. God bless us, everyone. Surely I won't die this time. Oh, that was the Moody Ghost film. Maybe I should stay like more closer towards the invisible wall. Maybe that's the problem that I have. Baby and master program good with miscellaneous stuff. Okay. So you're into like older horror movies. You're a 90s kid. You're getting into dating. I'm curious where this story will go. I'll have to read that when there's less enemies. I will need to read that later. Good stuff. Who was I talking to about Final Destination? Was it you, Mortal? Were we talking about Final Destination? Because I think you were like, how have you never seen Final Destination? Or how have you never heard of it? Oh, maybe it wasn't. There was somebody who I was talking to, and they were like, how do you not know what Final Destination is? And I was like, don't you... Whoa. And I was like, don't you mean like the Smash Bros level? And they were like, bro. Yippee! We did it. Alright, cool. That's where the fun begins. Alright, let me read those. run into this one person who's roughly the same age as me, and they were talking about how they love old classic horror movies. I asked them what's their favorite thing, and they're going to say Nosferatu, Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon. When did Final Destination come out, though? That was, like, in the 90s, right? Like, that wasn't... That's not really... Is that classic at this point? You think... You guys are really... You're believers. And I'm sorry for you. I really... I wish I could get to lab today. I mean, you're not wrong. It will eventually be true. I would harbor a guess that I would get to lab either by the end of this week or more likely next week. For the first time. I'm already sort of anticipating me dying in lab, whether that be to a level before Mastermind or Mastermind himself. 2000. Damn. That's like saying, what's your favorite, like, classic superhero movie? And you're saying, like, Sam Raimi trilogy stuff. It's like, bro. We live in a society. Oh, I warped. No, I warped to the right spot. We're getting the soap right now. We're good. We're good. Hello. Why are we lagging out? I mean, I guess that's kind of weird to think, though. I mean, the 80s were what, like 40 years ago? I feel like anything that's 50 and over is retro in terms of like media like that. I can get technology being like different, like, cause like phones or like iPods and stuff have changed so much since like early 2000s that I could understand people calling that retro. Oh. 2000 was a quarter of a century ago. Holy moly. Holy cannoli. Alright, here we go. Let's gum. Alright, gum every time. I should have practiced this level before I started. I didn't. Look at that. No gummed time. Like, it's insane. So dangerous, that space.
Patrick, stop fucking saying Subway sucks. You made the fucking sandwich, so it's you who made the sandwich taste like shit.
Oh, was that supposed to be Patrick talking? I mean, listen. Sometimes, like, the ingredients may not be so fresh. Also, I just realized I need to go this way. Oh, wait, no, I don't. Well, now I'm just gonna reload the room. I'm just gonna reload the room. I messed up too much. Why was the bubble yellow there? I've seen that before. Does anybody know that? Like, why the pink bubble becomes yellow for the gun? Patrick might just not be like a free voice. I only have like the free stuff activated. You know, it's weird. I feel like this room is random, but like kind of random. Like, it seems like that if they're gonna go around the perimeter like that, they always do a figure 8, you know? No idea. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, not Patrick. So you should make the voice Squidward and replace Subway with like Krabby Patty or something, or Krusty Krab. Or actually, it'd be funny if it was SpongeBob because he's the one on the grill, right? It'd make more sense. Remember that episode where Squidward became an addict of like ultra-processed foods, also known as the Krabby Patty? You guys didn't see anything. Input. Okay, phew. Okay, and then we need to hold upright, and we're gonna charge through this door. Oh. Nice. Cool Void War. We're gonna wait for this ghost. And then... Nice. What's up, Ray? How's it going? I'm doing alright. I gotta... Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me lock it. Okay, so I need to... I'm gonna wait for... Alright, and I'm just gonna go back through. Alright, now, what's the number? I think it's 198. That is what I need to be at. So I'll get those other snacks later. What am I missing? Oh, I didn't go into the side room. Yeah. Okay. That's not that bad. Honestly, that's not that bad. Alright, what should even be the plan? I guess the plan should be I'll just go back to the side room. I don't know another convenient time. Yeah, but I'm not gonna be, like, when am I gonna go back there, though? Like, I'm not planning on doing that jump up to the hallway, but whatever. Alright, fine. I feel like this might be a bad idea. Yeah, that vote warp's pretty useful right now. Cool. Okay, whatever. As long as one of you are gone, it makes the situation easy. Alright, I'm just gonna wait to press this button again. Man, isn't there already a Gamba probably up for Black Knight at this point? Y'all just want to gamble about everything. Can you have multiple predictions up at the same time? Or no? There he is. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Ah, now it's Gamba. Oh, my neck. I'm like hunched over. Very neat. You have a good feeling about this run? I hope you're right. I'm still following my philosophy of no expectations. Damn it. Dude. Well. Where did he go? I don't know, buddy. For a second, I was like, why do I hear the chandelier sound effect? And I was like, oh yeah, there's like a chandelier flying around over there. Here we go. Wah! Wah! Alright, here we go. On the road again. Can't wait to get back on the road again. Alright. There's like a weird frame of Black Knight there, I feel like, where he was like T-posing or something. Brother, please. Dude. Of course, now you don't want to go left. Dude, why did I just slip off the button, man? I didn't know what that witch was going to do. What? This game cannot be doing this right now. There's no way this is happening in real life. Are you kidding me right now? Okay, well, there's no way I'm going to get over there. I feel confident enough to live. God, you're just feeding me a bone. Right in front of my face. There we go. God, this is like one of the worst Black Knights I've ever seen. Dude, what are the odds of this right now? Like, what the fuck? Of course. Thank God he has such a strange pattern when he throws 6 axes to where it's more predictable. Ugh, that boss fight is Gamba incarnate. Thank the Lord. Jeez. Oh, man. Well, we're out of there finally. We're in hundo mode now, guys. We're so back. Yeesh. Surprised I'm not dead. The third phase of that boss fight was like insanely weird. He kept going far to the right. Like, isn't it supposed to be like a dead set rule that like if he goes to the far right and then goes back to the right, it's gonna be like mid-right? Like, I thought that was sort of like a predetermined thing, but I guess that's not true.
Stop fucking saying that Kirsty Crab sucks. You made the fucking Krabby Patty, so it's you who made the Krabby Patty test like shit.
There we go. He said some words a little weird. So many weird exceptions to rules. That's so strange. I feel like then that kind of even ruins that strat. Like, doesn't that strat then just get thrown out the window if there's just that exception? So it's like kind of stupid. I guess it's only like half of the strat is true then. So like if it does if he does short, then the next time he's gonna be over. See, I guess it's in a row. So when he goes back over to another side, then like it's all out the window at that point. So it's just a super hyper specific situation where you actually know where he's gonna go, and that's super stupid. Huh, weird. I saw that, like, one frame of Scooby upside down.
Right? Crabs! Right?
Alright, I'm gonna try something. And I'm comfortable trying it because I don't think I would die. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. I was wondering if I could get that snack and then jump back on, but... Ooh, dropped in foot. It's too far away, though. Like this, though. Alright. Alright, remember the crab is walking over by those flying fish. Crab right here. We are away from. Alright, now we should never come back to this level ever again. The end. That's the end of the Nuzlocke, guys. We did it. We defeated Mastermind. The world is safe. Scooby can go home to his loving spouse and kids or whatever Scooby has at home. Is Scooby ever canonically fucked? Asking for a friend. Also, other question, mainly for Mortal, how interesting would a hundo route... or wait, maybe it already exists. Is there a meme category where you have all the cheat codes and you just 100% the game? Scooby's a virgin? He's just like me for real, for real. Dude, I swallowed my spit wrong and that was not fun. Hi. Anyway.
It's a warp gate.
Alright, all snacks. Let's go. Oh, man. I swallowed spit wrong and it sucks. Now my, like, nostrils kind of hurt. He's an ace king. The evidence has said so. I guess, maybe, yeah. Well, I guess it doesn't really I get, what's the thing where it's like, there's a difference between like you can still be like ace technically and be in love or whatever. What is that called? I don't remember what that's called. Ugh. Where you can stay in place on that one conveyor belt? Arrow, yeah, that's what it is. Thank you. I don't know. I don't recall what you're referring to. Oh, you're talking about like all the way in Fishy 4. Honestly, I don't even know if I really like that strat, because I was practicing it before stream, and like that strat isn't even that good. Like, I don't get why it hasn't worked so well. Yes, thank you, Capricorn. Scooby like a robot? Really? Well, I was thinking of Alien Invaders. With that one alien. I think Scooby just falls in love. Like, I think Scooby's just not into dogs. Like, Scooby's just into, like, other things, I suppose. Pizza time? Pizza time. Go for a fresh slice of pie right now. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, I think Scooby's just into like robots or aliens. Maybe that's just what Scooby's into, though, you know? Or maybe was the discovery of the dog being a robot like a turnoff for him? Scooby like, oh, bummer. Fluffy and tired after the bath. Well, you know, that makes sense. A nice bath can calm a gentle soul down. What the dog doing? Okay, well, then I guess my theory goes out the window. Do you think Scooby even knows the birds and the bees? I wonder where the term birds and the bees even came from. It's gonna happen one day. Still stings. That was like Mike Tyson punched me in the heart and then just like ripped it out of my chest. It's just I'm getting numb to this game at this point, but it's really not that risky of a strat because I've literally never died to it until now. It's just always something new. That particular flying fish has never killed me. The only flying fish that have ever killed me, I believe, is in Fishy 4. And that's it. I'm not sure what flying fish have killed me in other levels, but Fishy 4 is usually the only time I've died to a flying fish. There's really no other strategy I can do there, in all honesty. I can't even soap the fish. Like, it's too far away from a safe vantage point to do so. I've tried. I haven't tried it from the higher up platform, though, only because, like, I feel like that would literally be harder. I guess. But... ugh, dude, it's just, it gets so old dying to something that you've never died to before. I should get these snacks now. It's moments like that where I get very discouraged, and I just, it's like, what's even the point in practicing if stuff like that can still happen? What's up, Rusty? Oh yeah, I remember, I think Shy was telling me that about their cousin. Thanks, Mortal, for the advice. I didn't think about that. Man. Will I ever even get back to Manor at this point? Like, this is kind of getting ridiculous. I feel so prepared to get where I need to, like, once I get where I need to go. But it's just a matter of getting there. I just died in Fishy to the dumbest thing ever. Something I hadn't died to before. But I am number to the pain now of losing a run. I'm more discouraged than crashing out. So, died to a flying fish in Fishy, not to be confused with the big guys, the big sea creatures. I don't know. I went from making insanely great progress last week to nothing yet. So, but yeah. What are you gonna do? I'm still continuing to try the philosophy of expecting nothing. Is that a new Mango emo? I feel like I've never seen you use that until, like, yesterday or something. That's funny. Is it, like, footage of him, and then it's just drawn over with the banana? New patched, real. I bet people use that emote a lot when he's playing Mario Kart World. That is... What is this? Gritty? Pelly? Like a Peloton? What the heck? That looks weird. Those look so weird. It's a glitch that happens when you enter a level too fast. Or, like if the previous level you were in, you were only in it for like a split second or stuff. Sometimes it doesn't really happen for a reason. Like I honestly sometimes don't know why it happens, but usually you can fix it by entering another level or loading into something else. Like a trigger or a cutscene that activates a different song trigger. Yeah, those are weird. I agree. I think I agree with you though that the slam is the best one. I want to make like follower emotes for Twitch, but I don't know if I really want to make them Scooby related or just like channel related in general. I'm not sure. Yeah, you're all good, Seahorse. I feel like it happens usually in like Green Ghost or something, but yeah, I'm good. I don't think I really want... I don't really honestly like my face being an emote that much. I'd rather like be a little more... Yeah. I liked making the emotes I did for like subs and stuff. I think those are really cool. And drawing them, well, I say drawing, but I still really feel like it was mostly tracing it. It was fun. I like heavily referenced what they're based on. But I don't know what I'd want to make as a follower emote. I feel like I would like to do something that's like good luck or whatever. Like good luck or GG or something. I feel like that's pretty universally applicable. But I don't know. Super cringe and an artist and fucking lame. You should draw on your own. I mean, I don't mind drawing with reference, but like, I basically just traced it. Like, I don't know. I think the one I'm the proudest of though is the This Is Scooby emote. I think that's probably my favorite my favorite like emote I've made. The Shaggy Raw is good too. I think I would just probably upload that to Twitch a little bit bigger so you can see the face better. Twitch emotes are deceptively hard to like make in terms of the size. Like you always, I feel like the more common mistake when making an emote and uploading it is the face is like way too small. Like the face basically just needs to be the whole border of the emote. Because otherwise, unless you make it like super wide, which I don't really even know how to do that, like it just doesn't look good.
And by contributions to your PBS
oh my
station
goodness.
from viewers like you.
Oh, it's the sun. Thank you for the resub, man, for 3 months. Holy shit. Time to farm points again, Mango Typers. Real. Oh, they're 7TV exclusive? That's honestly kind of lame. That would have been cool if... Why doesn't Twitch do that? That seems like... That just seems like that should be already a thing. That's super lame. I wish YouTube streaming was better in the sense that I could, like, make, like, sub emotes or something in the sense of, like, if you subscribe to my channel, then you get these emotes, you know? It's those, like, cool little things that, YouTube streaming is missing. But I feel like so many more people watch the YouTube streams, you know? Shout out to you lurkers out there. I mean, that's really the only problem with YouTube streaming, though. Otherwise, everything else about YouTube streaming is pretty chill. Like, I feel like that... I know, like, chatting culture or whatever is, like, up for debate, but I honestly feel like YouTube chatters are pretty chill most of the time. I'll say that there's definitely more spammers. Yeah, chatting culture. Really. Oh, I can't believe in an hour I'll have to be done with this stream. It sucks. I feel like I'm either going to be in the middle of an attempt or I'll be like nowhere near close to a good attempt at all. Oh, ba. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm very discouraged right now. I really do not want to be doing this at all. I wish this was over. This feels like this is a very similar yet not as strong feeling as like when I used to speedrun this game like later in my speedrun career, and I was like, why am I doing this? This is not fun. This is not fun. I feel like I took two huge giant steps in progress, and now I'm like back to going like a millimeter an hour. But this is the hell I've put myself in. All I can do is complain. I am not gonna like quit or anything. Just gonna have to suck it up. Alright, well, we're on our way to Green Ghost now, so we'll be there in a jiffy. What's up, June Moons? We're scoobing it right now. This is true. This is true. Thanks for reminding me, June. I appreciate it. Chats like that are like that clip of Don Cheadle and Kevin Hart when Don Cheadle is like telling his age and then Kevin Hart goes like, damn! I feel like Don Cheadle right now. Also, I love game lag for some reason. I don't think I've ever heard of gastropods before, so that is quite a fun fact. You're all good. Alright, see you, Fang. I'll see you later. I hope that I'm recording all of this and like it's all just been worthless footage. I've probably recorded at least like 5 gigs at this point. It's all just like completely worthless game. Whoopee! I need to get like a whole like 4 terabyte hard drive or something. I really ought to get a desktop, and then I can just add like multiple hard drives, and I can access them all very simply at the same time, without there being a whole USB connection taken up. But that sounds like a lot of money. That sounds like a lot of money. So I'm good. I'm actually fine with not doing that. Wow, 16 terabytes sounds awesome. I really ought to clean up my computer, though. I feel like that there's probably a ton of stuff I should probably delete or move to the hard drive that I have. The external hard drive or whatever, but That just takes so much time. Where am I going? Until I beat X challenge. I've already done that stream and I died within 5 minutes. Oh wait, what am I doing? Well, whatever. I guess you can follow me if you want. No? Okay, you can follow me instead. There's a stream I did where it was like, if I die, the stream ends, and I died like 5 minutes in, and I was like, well. Wow. Alright, see you, Naomi. Thank you for the good luck. This is where I stream till I won't die? I hope so. I've had some people recommend to me that I should do a subathon, though. I don't know if I would like that, though. This is the most I've probably streamed ever in my life. Like, when I was speedrunning at my, like, maximum, I would usually only stream for, like, 2 hours. And, like, I basically have been trying to stream every day until 4, for 4 hours minimum. And I won't even be able to do that today, unless maybe I'm in the middle of attempt by the time it reaches, like, 4 o'clock. So, I did an endathon where somebody had to get 3 subs. I said 1 minute. Damn, well, that's a really cool way to just get some money in a minute. Couldn't you do an endathon and then just start it up again? Ah, loophole, yes. Oh, well, good for them, you know? I mean, I guess it works. I feel like an endathon would be the opposite of what you want, though, because isn't the whole point of the subathon is to stay alive for as long as possible, and that, like, essentially, like, you get more money that way, technically? Maybe he wasn't doing it for the money. Maybe it was for the art, you know? This could be the run. I don't trust anything as being the run until I'm, like, at my best. Like, I'm at the point where I don't really even think a run is that good unless I reach Manor. And I haven't done that since, like, last week, so. Oh, imagine if I had that. Damn it. I don't know. I'm not thinking about the video until I'm done, but I hope people will enjoy it. I feel bad. I've been really low energy these past few streams. But most of the time people enjoy the stream, so I want to try and get like a really good long sleep tonight, but we'll see how that goes. Surely I can get to sleep on time. How was the Minecraft movie? I think the Minecraft... I knew somebody was going to say that today. I knew somebody was going to say that online. It's... I don't get it. I really don't understand. It's not even the same color. It's similar, I suppose. What? Listen, that movie's bad, but it's like fun. It's like, don't... If you take it seriously, then you're gonna hate it. But like, come on, it's just super goofy. Like, it's like a cash grab that like... It's like the producers just wanted the money, and the people making the film just wanted to just goof around. And then that's what happened. Now, perhaps some brain-rotted people or individuals ruined that fun, but I don't know. I feel like there's so many. You need to watch some more bad movies. There are some movies, like, you need to watch movies where it's bad and you don't even have fun. Those are bad movies. I feel like if you at least have fun, and the movie is like not too, like, it could be worse. Also, I forgot that I don't have the umbrella right now. But I have not seen Craven, but admittedly, I'm not really surprised. I'm sure that that's not very good. That's Horseshoe Experiment real. All right, here, I think music glitch might happen. We'll see. Oh no. I entered this room pretty quickly from another load, so. Alright. Here we go. Be nice to me, please. Alright, well, this is a great start. Oh, that didn't count. Well, this won't count either. Great, great. No, it's fine. It's great. This game is just out to get me today, man. Okay, yeah, let's just not count that. Come back here anyway. You always do. I should have waited just a tad longer. Yeah, that sucks. That's what that counted. Can you go middle? Alright, I'm gonna risk pressing the button right now. No shot. You gotta be going to the middle. Okay, yeah. Alright, there we go. Green Ghost is dead. God, this is like the third time fighting this fucking guy.
Good job.
They got the fart spray. They do have the fart spray. Alright. Let's go to Redbeard. Yippee! Yippee! Yay! Hey! Oh my god! Please. 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 Nobody believes in me. You two are probably the only people that believe in me at this point. It's a bummer. It's sad. Everybody said bye-bye. No longer believer. Dude, Scooby, what the hell? Thank you. Goodness gracious. I might be dead. Nope. Didn't until he jumped into a fish. Well, you know, I didn't think I would even hit it. I thought I was actually past it, but oh well.
Ready! See if you can get me done.
There are lurkers, this is true. A silent majority. Come on. Oh my god, please. Ugh. Guys, I think I'm just dead inside now. I have no motion. Completely numb. Yeah, if you're a lurker, type this in chat. And then we'll know that you're here. Oh, I mean, you could take me literally as well. If you do that, then a bunch of boobs will show up on my screen, which might not be the worst thing in the world. Wow, people are taking it literally. The joke was nothing but this. Okay. Okay, I worded this sentence poorly. Oh, well now you're just not even following the rules anymore. What the heck? That's what I get for wording the things that I do, I suppose. Alright, come on. Thank you. Lurkers, go back and die! That is just a wild emo. A little bit of this, and a little bit of that. Alright, where's my 4 boys? There you are. How's it going? How's it going, you guys? Look at you guys. There we go. God, look at these. I'm back. Listen, I appreciate y'all watching. I don't know what you guys. Top 20 things you could be doing instead of watching me suffer. Number 1, go on a picnic. Number 2, go out for lunch. I think I'm just hungry. Guys, I think I'm just a little hungry. You could also go walk your dog, or your cat, or your lizard. What do I want from a lunch? You want, something either really healthy or not. All right, we're gonna play this safe. Interesting situation. Just play this like we would in a different level. Or I could do this, I guess. No, I don't do this. Like this. Just do a ring around the rosy. It ain't that deep. You're supposed to be working. You could be sleeping on the bathroom floor. Bro, it's Wednesday, my guy. Are you sick or are you drunk? I hope it's the latter. Although I guess it could technically be both. Well, this was the longest phase of all time. Here, come over here. Alright, well, I had to play it safe, but man, that was bad. $40-hour shift? Like you're working 40 hours non-stop? I need to fix my glasses. There we go. I hope you're right, Starlight, but I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea. Do you think those three are in love? These monsters? Maybe. And I'm here to break them up. They call me Divorce Court. Scooby Divorcey Dude. You know, I think we don't need to continue this particular conversation topic, guys. I think we actually won't get anything beneficial from thinking about the sexual tendencies of these creatures. I think we're actually fine with not talking about that. Just an idea, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit of a radical idea. I know. But just that. Maybe that's just me. Okay, well, you know, I mean, I'm not saying that that's bad, but it's like, you know, I mean, just because we can say cock and balls doesn't mean we always need to talk about cock and balls. Like, come on. You know? Remember when this was like a kids show? Remember when this is like a game for kids? Remember that? Remember when we established that this game is E for everyone? And I'm sure that there's some kid on Twitch or YouTube right now who's like, oh boy, wow, there's a Scooby Doo stream. I can't wait to go watch that. And then you know what they're gonna see? They probably tune into this stream and I just talk about cock and balls and how all these creatures are having sex with each other, and they're like, I don't know if I like this. I don't understand. And then and it's like, is that what we want to do? Alright, Rosie, you're not helping. How's it going, everybody? Welcome. I feel like a lot of our usuals aren't here because I've been streaming so early the past few days. I mean, you know what? Fair enough. You're right. Fair enough. You know, imagine you make a game and the very final enemy, like the biggest enemies you meet, the hardest ones, they just have a huge cock and balls. Like the the ESRB didn't like play that far into the game, so they were like, they didn't even see it, and then like somebody's playing it and it's like, oh, it's just a harmless E for everyone game or whatever Europeans use their numbers. and then it's like, boom! Take earlier streams, working third shift, wake up to you streaming. Fair enough, man. I really would like to have a consistent stream schedule, but that just doesn't happen. Right. What's up, Bush, by the way? Hello, anybody I have not said hello to yet. I apologize. Adults. Is adults only even still an ESRB rating? I know that there used to be CE, creepier. No, I'm just joking. It was like early childhood, actually. I think it was EC. I don't think they have that anymore, right? Like, that's not a thing. I have not played Persona or Shin Megami, if that's how you pronounce it. I've played neither of those games. Admittedly, I don't know if I would like them. I am not one who likes turn-based combat or things like Pokemon. I feel like the only Pokemon game I genuinely like, sorry for that really bad throat sound there, but this might be a really hot take, but the only Pokemon game I think I genuinely like is Pokepark. Without a trace of irony. I mean, I grew up with Fire Red, but and I have a copy of Blue for the original Game Boy, but and so yeah, like that's just my stance on it. Unless that isn't turn-based combat, but I'd much rather have a game where like this, where it's like I am the action. I am the one who knocks. I'm the one who bonks. What the ruck? Can't play any Pokemon games as an adult. They're also tedious or repetitive. That is also true. I am surprised that. Here's my theory, by the way. I have a theory that everybody's favorite Pokemon game is just the first Pokemon game they played because they had nothing else to reference off of. So, like, I got into Pokemon in Gen 4, so that's why I think Gen 4 is, like, my favorite, because that's the first one I was introduced to. I also agree with this in other things as well, but I just can't describe them. Maybe like Elder Scrolls. Like, I feel like your favorite Elder Scrolls is the first one you play. Because usually people who play Oblivion first and then Skyrim like Oblivion more, and then people who play Skyrim first and then Oblivion like Skyrim. Game Freak never made a Pokemon segment. They're all identical. Real. Fair enough, honestly. Fair enough. My game's lagging. Yeah, isn't like Persona like a big thing? It's like there's like a kind of like a sexual theme to it, or like, isn't the whole point of at least Persona 5 that you like go into other people's dreams or nightmares or something? Yeah. Well, actually, it's funny because my first ever Zelda was Twilight Princess, and that is my favorite. But I can't play Ocarina of Time on the N64 because it's so dog shit to control. It's better than Mario 64, but I hate the controls of that game. I don't like the idea of, for some reason, like, Twilight Princess on the Wii doesn't really bug me that much, even though you don't have camera control. But, like, not having camera control in Ocarina of Time, Mario 6, like, it is horrendous. It is absolutely horrendous, and I just hate it, frankly. Oh, the designs are? Okay. I like motion controls when they're good. I definitely like the motion controls of that game more than Skyward Sword, though. Oh my god, bro. Pushing his own brother's dead body. I feel like, here's the thing about, and I don't know if this is just a very interesting, we had this conversation literally earlier when I was fighting Redbeard in a different time. But like, when should a game be considered, like, how far, like, how much of a game do you need to play for you to actually have a valid opinion on it? Because the thing with Mario 64 is that I feel like people who like the game are the people who just stuck through the game and played it and, like, actually, like, beat it and got used to the controls. But getting used to the controls probably takes hours or, like, a very long duration of time. So it's like, is it worth even calling that game good? Because it's like, it's only good because now you're familiar with it. Like, wouldn't something... Because you could make the argument, then it's like, oh, well, that's just like more of like a skill-based thing or whatever, you know? Yeah, I agree, Rosie. TP, you just waggle it around. That did not just happen. That did not just happen. That did not just happen. That didn't just happen. There's no way. 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 That, nope. That's going in the vault. It's going in the vault. We're never gonna think about that ever again. Ever again. Ever again. Ever again. And it's gone. Well, I may perhaps end this attempt in the middle, and maybe I'll just stream later tonight again or something. I don't know. You have to get the credits to roll in order to make a decision on a game? That's insane. That's a really insane take. I mean, I can also acknowledge the importance of, I'm still really salty. Trying to keep it in the vault, keep it in the vault, keep it in the vault. Don't think about it, don't think about it. Keep it in the vault, keep it in the vault. Like, I must have, Mortal. That's the only thing I can think of. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm keeping it in the vault. Like, I don't doubt Mario 64's significance, and at the time, I'm sure that that was, like, a really important revolutionary game for 3D platformers and stuff, but... I feel like... Oh, yeah, I don't have the... I'm not 100% right now. I don't know. I think it's fine for things to age. And I think Mario 64 is just aged. And that's fine. I just don't think... I think it is... Please don't die. Oh my god. See, I think that is a horrible take, Mortal. I think that's a bad take for Mario 64. That is some serious copium right there. It's not a bad thing that something's aged, guys. Like, it's fine. Sure, it's aged better than it's some of its things. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. But like, I consider this game to be aged in many respects. I mean, cameras are a prime example. Like, a lot of the camera angles are pretty good, but I mean, that's the other thing, is that You could also just put nostalgia as a reason for liking something. I think the idea that you can't use nostalgia to reinforce why you like something is stupid. I think the idea of there being an objective, like, objectivity and subjectivity are stupid. I'm not saying that you do have it, but I'm saying for, like, anybody that does have, like, nostalgia for Mario 64, I think that's a fine reason to still like the game. But I did not grow up with that game at all. The only game I grew up that was Mario was literally Mario Kart Wii, so. M&M's Shell Shock? Ah, yes, of course. I've heard all about that game. You have to know the nuance to know there's a difference between a game being a bad and a game not being for you. That's a fair nuance, yeah. I think so. I would still argue, though, that, like, the fact you need to have, like... Okay. I was honestly expecting that to happen at the course of what's been going on today, at this point. I played it for, like, honestly, how could I go back and see how much I've played on it? Because isn't there, like, a game history thing? Like, the thing in the bottom right? I could probably show it, but... I mean, I played through... I basically did every star in Bob on Battlefield except for the 100 coin one. And then in Thwomp's thing, I did, like, 3 of the stars, I guess. And so to, like, an experienced player, that sounds like I barely played it at all. But, like, I mean, I was exploring the world and, like, doing a bunch of stuff in that time, so... I would say I've played that game for at least 2 hours. At least from what I recall, I feel like I've played that game for at least 2 hours. I just feel like if it takes that long to learn how to platform in that game effectively, then it's just like... I haven't played either game. I feel like I would like Sunshine, though. Galaxy, I just like its music, but I feel like it probably gets stale pretty quick. Okay, but the difference between Dark Souls and Mario 64 is just the fact that Mario 64, I would assume that that is not, like, that does not seem like intentional for the game. And of course, that's sort of like a cop-out answer, because it's like, well, what do you consider as intentional, and how do you discern things that are intentional? But really, it's just like, okay, Mario 64 is obviously geared towards... Mario 64 is kind of geared towards, if you're looking at historical context, it's geared towards people who have never played a 3D platformer before ever, because that's like kind of one of the first big 3D platforms ever. And probably kids, because at this point the only people who probably really be into Mario are children, because the NES and the Super Nintendo haven't been around yet for, like, they haven't been around long enough for somebody my age to be, like, playing it, unless they're just already interested into, like, in it, but has a high skill ceiling. It wants you to get better. How so? Like, what? How does that game promote you to be like, you can get even better? Like, look at all this cool other stuff you can do with the movement and tech. Or is it like, I mean, obviously there's more implicit ways to do that too. It doesn't have to just come right out and say it, but... Toxic train. But wouldn't you say that, like, okay, so like once you understand dives and kicks and stuff like that, you have control over yourself. I've played Mario Odyssey for less time, and I feel like that game just controls better. Like, I can understand and pick up that game way more than Mario 64 can. Even though there's what I would consider probably more technically different and like unique movement in that game, with like Cappy and like moving around and stuff like that. What is this skill ceiling? Like, I don't know what this, like, what does that even mean? Like, what implies something to be a lower skill ceiling? Are Scooby snacks required 100%? I need to get every Scooby snack, yes. That is what I need to do. Oops. What's up here? Oh, we're back. We're back to you. I mean, I understand that games designed toward kids. I mean, I get that, which is why I think it's just age, which is fine, but I guess I still am kind of confused by that moral. Let me think about that for a moment. Because to me, even though I haven't really played Mario Odyssey that extensively, just by like watching other people play both of those games, which is, again, not the... watching somebody play a game and then playing the game for yourself, like, that is not a substitute for playing the game, so I keep that in mind. But, like, the things I at least see people do in Odyssey look way more complicated than what you can ever do in Mario 64, unless it's, like, unintentionally, like, a glitch occurs or something, you know what I mean? Wave dashing and then brawl with tripping. I feel like that's a weird comparison. Because isn't tripping... I mean, tripping's like the opposite of wave dashing, though. Like, it's not like wave dash minus or something. I don't know if that's the best. I have played Mario 64. Okay. I have played that game. Well, Fang, I think that you have the question answered from that. I mean, I'm just saying that, like, it's not 10 minutes. I've definitely played at least, like, an hour or two of Mario 64. So. And I am making the argument that Mario 64 is aged, which isn't bad, but I don't really think it holds up because of its age, you know? Like, in my opinion, I think it is stupid for a game of that nature to require you to play a game for an extended period of time so that you can actually play the game effectively. Like, it just seems like such a weird way to progress in that game to do that. This is not like that at all. This is not like comparing Mario Kart and Pac-Man. You're telling me that Mario Odyssey and Mario 64 are nothing alike? Like, that is a silly comparison. Okay, speedrunners as from experience, speedrunners have the most warped perception of a game casually known to man. And I know because I'm one of them. Like, I think Rec 2 in this game, that level with the trampolines, I think that game is dog water easy. But it's because I played it so much. So, like, that is such a warped perspective on, like, casual gameplay things. You know what I mean? It's like, this might be a better example. Like, that's not the best example. A better example would be just, like, ranking speedrunning tech. Where it's like, I don't think GGS is really that hard. But I know it's a hard trick to learn, because even though when I learned it, we did a completely different method, people who learn it now still struggle with it. So it's like... Mario Odyssey is not that new of a game, though. And Mario 64 is not even that old of a game either. Isn't Mario Odyssey, like... It's probably gonna be 10 years old in like 2 years, so it's like 8 years old right now. I'm not saying that Mario 64 it's because of the, like, all that stuff, but like you get so comfortable with the game, then of course you're gonna think certain aspects of it are good because you're used to it. Yeah, I kind of agree with Starlight here. Yeah. You're getting rage baited so hard. I don't mean to rage bait. I'm just saying my opinion. You guys can have whatever opinion you want, but the point of a platformer? I mean, that is a point of a platformer, yeah. But I feel like that there's probably a way better way to do it. And more modern platformers. Because we've just made so many more platformers and people have gotten so much better at game design. Like, you can just do it in a much more effective way that would also just, like, keep the interest of a player. There's no way I can PB today. It's just never gonna happen. So, I don't know. I mean, again, it's like, I don't think it being aged is a bad thing. Let me clearly repeat that to you. But, I don't know. To me, I feel like even though, like, sure, there's, like, maybe a longer, more steeper difficulty curve, like, it just seems sort of like, I don't know. Like, I feel like a game like Dark Souls is sort of like there's some games where I feel like a difficulty curve is intentional, or like a difficulty turn, like it just doesn't feel intentional. I don't know why. I can't say that too confidently though, but that's true. I every time I have held an N64 controller in my hand, it feels horrible. I do not like the I do not like the N64 controller at all. I think that controller is poopy. And maybe that changed. I mean, that's a good point though. Like, your enjoyment of the game can change depending on what controller you're using. Because I played on the GameCube controller because I was on Wii Virtual Console. So maybe the control scheme will make way more sense if I use the controller that they had in mind for you to use when playing the console. That's a complete that is something that I could be totally missing from the experience. And that wasn't intended by them. Like, they were not thinking about somebody playing with a completely different controller, like, however many years later. So that's possible. I don't know if they're the same. I feel like I haven't played Odyssey enough to compare the two. Yeah, I would agree. I feel like Mario, they're really... Mario Galaxy really doesn't have, like... They don't really introduce anything new in terms of, like, a platforming thing. Like, it's pretty rare. Usually it's, like, from an item, but it's not like you have built-in movement that you have from the get-go. Like, the reason why I think Mario Odyssey is a way better comparison to make is the fact that, as far as I'm aware, I don't think there is an Odyssey. Like, every movement ability you have is accessible from the get-go. Like, technically, you could be a god when you enter Bob-omb Battlefield. And you'll, like, you can just, like, start playing. You can just go at it, like, boom, like crazy. Same with Mario Odyssey. Like, boom, like, you can go at it. But, like, Galaxy, like, all you really have is just, like, the usual jumps and then, like, your spin move. And that really isn't, like, you know, whatever. Mortal's like, chill. I haven't played... I mean, I had a friend that played Galaxy. Like, I would go over to his house and I'd watch him play. I'm interested in replaying it only because Barry Kramer did a really great video a few years back, so... Wait, why am I a hypocrite? I'm gonna die. Oh, never mind. In the 77% run, I died in Greenhouse. Because there's like a thorny section that I died to. But, I'm gonna be honest, I doubt that I'll make any progress today because in 30 minutes I'm gonna leave. I mean, maybe I'll be in the middle of a good attempt by then, but I assume I'd probably be Redbeard or something. I don't even know how I'm a hypocrite. But I don't know. Pokepark is better than any Mario game, this is true. I mean, it was kind of my own fault. I, like, misjudged. I thought that there was a platform that was closer, but I was wrong. I love Pokepark as well. I don't really remember the second game that much, though. Now, let me be clear, is that I didn't say that I don't like Mario 64 because there's not upgrades. I don't care if there are upgrades or not. I was just saying that I think Mario 64 and Odyssey are fair to compare against because of one aspect of it being that they don't really get upgrades, which is fine. I don't think you need to have upgrades in a game. Like, I don't think there's any Mario game where you, like, unlock a new ability, really. Like, the only Mario game that, in my memory, has really done that is, like, Wonder. And that's, like, the newest Mario game with, like, the flower guy. Which I guess you could argue that, like, oh, well, you unlock new items when you get to later worlds and, like, 2D Mario and stuff, which is, like, true. But... yeah, and I think that's stupid. I think the way that Mario 64 does it is dumb. Like, I feel like if I were gonna go into Dark Souls, it's like I already know what I'm getting into with Dark Souls. Like, I expect that game to have a certain difficulty curve where you do go through trial and error, and that trial and error seems to be more rewarding. But, like, Mario 64 trial and error is just, like, Like, oh, I'm frustrated. Well, I guess I'll go do another star. Like, I just won't do this one. Like, fuck this one. And it's like, whatever. The rage bait. Bait used to be believable. Do we... is 2 hours, like, not a long time for people? I think 4 hours is, like, an insanely long time to do anything, and that's why I'm going crazy doing streams. Like, remember, like, Mario 64, as far as I'm aware, because, again, I've never read it, but, like, that's a short game. Compared to games now, like, it's kind of crazy how long games can get. I mean, there were probably really long games back then that I don't even know about, but, like... Seriously? Wow. Are you guys on, like, the grind set? Like... Oh, damn. Okay. For a game, 10 hours to hundo is like nothing now. And that's still, like, that is a pretty long time. There's some games where it takes for, like, forever. And honestly, when you think about it, it's a 10-hour hundo if you probably know, like, kind of what you're doing at this point. Or, like, you at least know what to look out for. Because I'm sure that if you played the game, like, on your own for the first time ever, and you didn't know, like, it's like in, like, platformers where it's like, oh, well, I know that there's a secret here because the wall looks different or whatever. Like, there's more implicit things like that, I'm sure, in that game, where then it's like, well, I don't know. I mean, it is an important thing to consider, though, in, like, the terms of, like, the historical context of the game. It's like, okay, that game came out in the 90s, and, like, you know, the gaming industry was different then. People spent their time in different ways, so, you know, maybe spending that time back then wasn't nearly as egregious or anything. Wow. I'm really not even trying to make you mad, Mortal. I'm seriously trying to just have a conversation. I don't know. I mean, you can't say that to me. 2 hours is a long time to do anything. It's just, it depends on, I guess, technically what you're doing to make it feel like you're spending a long time. You can't talk to me about, like, brain rot, because I've literally speedrun this game for however many countless hours. Like, I've played this mod for however many countless hours. So it's like, it's not like I have a short attention span. So, when that gamma got made, like, my whole shit just lagged. Dude, this attempt, I kind of don't even really want this attempt to keep going, because I need to get going in, like, 15 minutes. I was calling you a hypocrite. Well, maybe it's just because this game's designed better. Because, like, it's much more accessible and nicer. Like, it seems like its difficulty curve was a little more intentional toward the start. Toward the end, you can argue against that, because it seems like the end of this game was kind of rushed, but... I don't think comparing this game to Mario 64, though, is really... good. I won't engage, I won't engage, I won't engage. I don't know, when I pick up a controller and I play this game, I'm like, this feels nice. And then I play more, and I unlock new things. Not that the unlocking thing, but the unlocking things changes your movement a little bit, you know, like Mario doesn't have that, which is fine. But then I'm like, oh wait, this is still really nice. Like, it keeps me interested. It keeps me wanting to explore and interact with the game. But then with Mario, it's like, I don't have that same going through it. I mean, cool, it has the wing cap unlock. Okay. But if the general controls are still, like, not fun for me, then, like, why would I still play it? Okay, I mean, I think Mario... See, I mean, this is kind of the same thing. Like, okay, I think Mario 64 is really not that great and accessible, but this game is, and it's the opposite, so... How have I become Aaron Hansen? I'm not, like, yelling or screaming or anything like that. What does that mean? I've literally played the game for probably, like, at least 2 hours. Maybe at most 2 hours, but, like, either way, I feel like I played the game for a decent amount of time to understand, like, what the game's about, and it's just like, I'm not for it. I'm just like, whatever. I didn't think... I'm sorry if I'm making people mad. Like, I'm really not trying to rage bait. I'm just saying my thoughts. I think it's fine for people to just say, like, I don't like this, and then it's fine. Like, if somebody were to say, I like Mario 64, and I'm like, why? And they're like, because it's nostalgic. And I'd be like, all right, well, fine. It's nostalgic. That is a totally reasonable... That is a totally reasonable reason. That's not a good way to phrase it. To like a game. I don't think that because something is nostalgic or like... I hate the, well, objectively, so and such is a bad game, or this is objectively a bad game design. Like, I'm assaulting others. Sorry. But, you know, like, I think when people say stuff like that about an opinion, when it comes to any kind of, like, art or medium, I just think that is the dumbest counterpoint ever. Because I think the whole point about well, okay, I'm treading into muddy waters and stuff like that, so. Like, I feel like the whole point of enjoyment is the fact that it's dynamic. I don't think there has to be anything solidifying what is technically a good, like, YouTube video, what is a good movie, what is a good game, you know? Sure. Yeah. That would be sick if you could play as any of the starters. I'd play as Chimchar in a heartbeat. I'd play Chimchar every time. That, I agree, Starlight. I agree. If Mario 64 came out today, people would be like, what the fuck is this? Or at least some people would be like, what the fuck? I was not expecting such a I was not expecting such a debate, and I'm sorry if I made anybody angry from it. I really was not trying to rage bait there. I still feel bad if somebody was like tempered now from that. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of funny though. You are right, Nick. It is different. This is the game, I think this is the only version of the game where the double jump is only one continuous sound. But usually it's it's a higher pitch on the second jump. They should just make a new Poke Park where then you can play as every starter. How did I die last time? I don't know. I played like shit today. I practiced a lot today. I actually practiced quite a bit before I started stream. And then, I just haven't been doing that great. I have to leave in 10 minutes, which kind of sucks. So I don't really know if I want to stream later tonight or not. I really don't think I should stream later tonight. I have a bunch of other things I need to do. I'm not sure. Why did Discord tell you that, Mortal? What the heck? You just let Discord was like, oh, all your friends are gone. Was it saying there's like a new feature to like remove all friends or something? Like, is that what it was trying to say? What? Why? Why? Is your thing like hacked? Like, are you about to start posting stuff on Scooby Speedrun Discord? Isn't there a new FNAF game out right now? Dude, I would hate if my Discord got hacked. That would really suck. Poppy's Playtime ripoff. Let's go. FNAF is one of those perfect examples of series that should probably have ended already. Same with Star Wars. It's a shame, really. Springtratt's in Dead by Daylight. That's kind of cool. I'll probably just Secret of the Mimic. I'll probably just watch Markiplier play it. Markiplier is like the only person I watch FNAF for. Where is this ghost? Coming around the mountain. Should have ended at FNAF 4. I agree. I agree it should have ended at FNAF 4 or FNAF 6. FNAF 5 is like, okay, I guess. The story. FNAF 4 was like, ideally FNAF 4 would have been a great ending. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I really kind of want to do a stream where I'm playing Mario 64 and then Mortal's just in the call with me, calling me like dog shit. I think that would be, weirdly enough, a really funny stream. Where I'm just like, this game is bullshit, and then Mortal's like, you're dumb. You would enjoy that? That would be pretty funny. I liked FNAF 6. I think FNAF 6 is good. I didn't know. So there's like, are there different canons, or is there just one canon and then everything else is sort of just for funsies? I know the books aren't canon, but you'd be scarred for life or enjoy that stream. Maybe one day. How would we clickbait that video, though, if I were to make it a video? Zoomer plays Mario 64 for the first time. But that wouldn't be true, though, because I have technically played the game.
It's a werewolf!
That's what we're talking about, is the new FNAF game. I'll probably just watch Markiplier plays it. When he plays it. I assume that he will, because it's Markiplier. That's like the only guy I watch for FNAF stuff now. Oh man, I remember like I got into FNAF basically right before FNAF 4 came out, and man, watching him play FNAF 4 was fun. That was like the one game where he never got used to the jump scares, because the jump scares in FNAF 4 are actually like, yeah, what a great title, Starlight. The books are canon. I mean, I guess that can make sense too. I feel like anytime I watched a game theory video on it when the books came out, they were like, well, in the book it says this, and I'm like, do the books even count? Like, the lore is just so messy.
Crafty.
The lore's just gotten so messy. Like, FNAF 4 is like, it should have just stopped there. The lore was so much simpler and nicer. But once you added the books, it's just like, whatever. It's like, okay, this is getting a little silly. Oh, that's it. Yeah, you gotta hate messy lore. It's very reminiscent of other franchises where it's like, clearly they're just making shit up as it goes, and there's just nothing you can do about it. And it's like, well, it would have been better if you just stopped. Like, it seemed like that they just kept writing themselves into a wall, and then they're like, well, let's just do, like, I don't know, this. And then it's like, why would you do that?
Good job.
Scott is
Scooby.
obviously such a bad writer. I mean, see, I think he's like a... See, I don't know everything in terms of the FNAF lore that he's written, so I feel like it's a little... I don't know if I could agree with that or not. Because I think, like, at least the first few games, like, it's a pretty solid narrative. But then maybe as time went on, like, that's where, like, he ran into a bit of trouble, so... Yeah, it was just a story about 5 kids, and then there was, like, a murderer, and, like, that was sort of the creepiness of it all. Remember when the biggest question being asked was, who's Purple Guy? Now that guy has, like, a name. And his name is William Afton, and it's like, what? FNAF 1 has no narrative. It depends on what you mean by narrative, because technically there's like little Easter egg clues that sort of at least hint at what the situation is, so. But, alright, fine, we don't have to talk about FNAF. Alright, I think what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'll just stop right, like, here, once I clip through here. And then, I guess this seems like sort of a waste if I just throw away the attempt right now. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop right here, and then I'll pick up the stream later tonight. I would expect in, like, 3 hours, like 7 EST or something around then. You should grab that one now when there's no caveman. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I feel like it's really not that unsafe anyway to get it there, so. But yeah, here, I'll make a save state real quick. But, yeah, I'm gonna go head out now. I'm sorry, but I'll stream and do maybe, like, either finish however long this attempt is, and then, like, maybe I'll do more attempts if this just kind of ends at Redbeard. But I don't want to do it for very long because I need to do some things tonight, so. I'm not gonna raid anybody, so have a good night if I don't see you later. So, peace out. Bye, buddy. Bye-bye. It'll be like 7 EST. Around then, maybe a little bit later. Depends.